Hey Capricorn, welcome to your love and romance reading for January 2022. Can you believe it? Now I am setting the intention for January 2022, but you're gonna stumble upon this video whenever you were meant to hear the messages. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we're gonna connect here, and I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to all our January Cappies. But we're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, also Venus. I know a lot of people like to check out their Venus sign when it comes to love and romance. So we are looking at that as well. First card coming up here is the Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love readings, and yes, this is a love reading, but those of you who watch my videos, you know I'm not a quote-unquote love psychic. I do weekly forecasts where we talk about everything other than love, so I kind of have like a different way of looking at the cards. Stereotypically, somebody could see the Five of Wands in a love reading and say, oh, well, you have a lot of competition, or this is somebody who has a lot of competition. Capricorn, I feel a very different energy from this card. Five of Wands can be inner conflict. Five of Wands can be argument, disagreement. It could be a couple who's competitive with each other. But the feeling and the sense that I'm getting for the Five of Wands for Capricorn in January, for the majority of you anyway, is I feel that you're feeling very conflicted about love. You're feeling very conflicted about a relationship. And I feel some of you are dealing with someone who's finally getting it through their head that you're unhappy, or that you mean business, or that you want what you want, and you're not gonna settle, and you're not gonna, backtrack. And they're really trying to step up. They're really trying to step up, and they're really trying to deliver. And they're like, okay, Capricorn, I hear you. I got it. I believe you. I know you mean business. And they're delivering what you said you wanted. And now that they're delivering what you said you wanted, I feel you're like, but I don't know if I want this person. I don't know if I want this relationship. I don't know if it's serving me. I don't know if it's honoring my authenticity. I don't know if this is really like what I want. I feel for some of you, you've been dealing with someone that the way that they're pulling you in, or the way that they pulled you in, was through a lot of flattery. A lot of flattery, a lot of attention. And now that that's starting to wear off, you're looking at the person and you're like, I don't know if I like the substance. And they're like, oh, but look at me, Capricorn. I can be this way and I can be that way. Oh, you love the color blue? Look at my new blue outfit. Oh, you like hair that way? Oh, look at my new hairstyle. I went and I got my hair done that way. I just feel like this is somebody who is just making it impossible for you to turn them down or to say no. And you're feeling conflicted by it. Some of you are actually annoyed. You're like annoyed, like you don't like that the person is doing this. So I feel some of you might be at a crossroads in a relationship and you're trying to figure out where you stand. And this person is just like, they're just jumping. They're just like, no, I can do it. I can be this way. I can be that way. For those of you who are single, you may be meeting a new person who is pursuing you very persistently, right? I can be that way. I can be this way. Watch, like, look at me now. And I just feel like you just, on one hand, you're like, well, I don't know. They seem to be really into me. They seem to really want to be with me. Maybe I shouldn't pass this up. Maybe this is somebody that's going to finally treat me the way I want to be treated. But then on the other hand, I feel like you're just like kind of resenting the fact that this person is trying so hard. And I feel that you feel conflicted. You feel conflicted about it. You're like, you're on the fence. You're going back and forth. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You're not sure what you want to do. The next card here is the Eight of Swords. So again, honey, I just feel like Capricorns, you're dealing with somebody who does not want to let you go. They just do not want you to pass them by. Now, Eight of Swords is a card that we see in tarot a lot of the times that comes up when somebody is looking to be rescued. And maybe that's how you're seeing this person. Like, they're jumping through all these hoops because they think that I'm gonna, you know, help them with their problems, or they think that I'm the answer to their prayers, or they think that they're gonna have a easy ride with me, or they're gonna have a comfortable life with me, right? You might be seeing this person as like looking to you to rescue them in some way. Maybe you think that this is someone who's coming in and they want to have the security that you have in your life. They kind of want to like hitch on to your little wagon here. But typically when we see the Eight of Swords in tarot, we think of a situation where someone feels stuck, someone feels trapped, and they're looking to be rescued. They're looking for somebody to rescue them. Capricorn, I don't feel that you're in that energy. I don't feel like you're looking for someone to rescue you. I feel like a lot of you rolled up your sleeves and handled your business a long time ago. You're not standing around waiting for somebody to come in and rescue you. But I do feel that you feel like you're in the Eight of Swords. And I feel like you feel you're in the Eight of Swords in that this is a situation where somebody is really wearing you down. Like, you just feel so surrounded by it. You feel so like engulfed by this person. Like, they are just all over you. They're all around you. And you might kind of feel like, gosh, like there's no way out of this relationship, or there's no way, you know, like they're not giving me space, or they're not hearing me say no, or, you know, they're just, whatever I say, they're trying to find every single time the solution, right? They're not just taking it as a, okay, we're different, or okay, Capricorn's not interested. It's like, oh, you like this? Well, I'm going to be this way. Oh, you want somebody who's gonna, you know, contribute in this way? Well, then I'm gonna contribute in this way. And so I feel you feel like this is someone who's wearing you down or has you cornered in that way. Like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, Capricorn. You're gonna see I'm the best one for you. You're gonna see I'm the best person for you. And you're just like, holy moly, can I get some space? That's what I feel when I see the Eight of Swords here. The next card coming up for Capricorn is the Magician. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. The air element of the Magician card is Gemini. The earth element of the Magician card is Virgo. If you have a Gemini or Virgo placement, there can be changes and shifts happening for you in those areas of your life that are opening up to aligning with manifesting a specific type of person or specific type of relationship. The Magician card a lot of the times can have to do with, how can I say this? Like manifesting, calling things in. But the Magician card also has a lot to do with, you know, magic in the sense of like angles and lighting and smoke and mirrors. So the Magician card can sometimes come up in a reading to indicate that we're seeing past an illusion, right? Somebody was coming at us with smoke and mirrors, right? And so for you, Capricorn, I feel like a lot of you are coming into this really big, powerful, energetic shift and awakening around love and romance. And in the past, maybe some of you had this belief where you were like, well, you know what? If somebody loves me, they're going to do whatever it takes to be with me, right? Because that's what love is. When you love someone, you do whatever you have to do to hold on to that person. You do whatever you have to do to keep that person in your life, right? That's what love is. And so you've manifested that very type of situation. You're telling this person, I'm not interested, or I don't think it's going to work between us. And they're like, oh, well, then I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll be whatever you need me to be. You've manifested that exact scenario. And now with the Magician card, you're seeing through that illusion. Is that really what love is? Or is this somebody who maybe is a little bit codependent and is really trying way too hard? And is somebody who is really like putting on these illusions or assuming these identities to try to impress me, but they're not being authentic. And so you're looking at this person in a different way, right? Maybe once upon a time you thought that this would be the sweetest gesture. You thought that this would be the biggest proof of love. And now you're like, no, that's an illusion. That's not what love is. That's not what love is. And so some of you may also be seeing through the illusion of a person. You thought this person was really amazing. Maybe for some of you Capricorns, you held on to your self-respect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you were desperately throwing yourself at anybody. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there may have been someone. I'm hearing the tide is high by Blondie. The tide is high and I'm holding on. I'm going to be your only one, right? It's like, I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Or you might be the kind of guy who doesn't give up just like that, right? With every girl wants you to be her man, but I'll wait until it's my turn. So Capricorn, there may have been somebody that some of you thought was like this really kind of like this big catch, right? And maybe you really held on and you came up in your life and you had these things that you were able to like kind of not brag about, but you were able to very proudly be like, well, hey, let's get caught up. Let me tell you what I've been doing with my time. And you might have things that you might have, you might have ways in which you had this glow up and this come up. And they're like, wow, Capricorn, you look great. You sound like you're doing well. You've had all these successes. And now some of you are finally having a chance with this person that a lot of other people were interested in. But as you're getting to know the person with this Magician card here, right? I feel like if I did reversals, the Magician card would have come up reversed here. And that you're looking at the person in the sense that, you know what, dude? Or you know what, girl? Or you know what, person? You are not what I thought you were. Right? You come, and you might not tell this person to their face, but in your mind, you might be thinking, this person, they really come off as really special, really interesting. And now I'm seeing through that illusion. I'm seeing that it's a facade, right? I feel like a lot of you are looking at the situation where it looked really good. And now you're like, you know what? This is just bubble gum. You chew it a couple of times and it loses its flavor and you're over it. You're bored with it. There's no substance. So I don't know if I'm hoping the microphone is not picking up a lot of the background noises that I'm hearing as I'm recording this, but I said this in the 2022 forecasts. I recently rescued a very, very large fur baby and he's glued to me. He does not leave my side. And so you might hear him making funny noises, snoring, scratching, whimpering, having crazy dreams. I do apologize if it's distracting to anybody, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But if you hear anything weird going on, it's just my little fur baby here. But as I said, I feel like a lot of you are like looking at love in terms of substance. And the way that you measured love is changing. I think for a lot of you before it was like, well, if somebody loves you, they're going to jump through those hoops. They're going to do whatever it takes. And some of you maybe had a specific type that you were very drawn to, that you were very attracted to. And you find that you've manifested this type of person. And you're like, gosh, it's so frivolous. It's such a facade. It's such a two-dimensional person here. Like, I'm not interested. So I feel like you've manifested something you asked for, but then you're realizing, no, I want more than this and I deserve more than this. And I'm sorry to say, Capricorn, some of you, this person just like, they are hooked on you, and you're going to have a hard time shaking them off. Point blank period. You're going to have some of you are going to have a very hard time shaking this person off. This person might be a little bit obsessed with you. But I feel like you're looking at it like, the more you try to win me over, the more you try to impress me, the less attractive you're becoming to me. That's how I feel you're looking at the situation, Capricorn. The next card coming up here is the Five of Pentacles. So you might not be the kind of person to ghost a person. You might not be the kind of person to ignore someone or to shut them out. But some of you are in a situation where, like, you're not being left with any other option, because no matter what you say, they're like, well, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it better. Then I'm going to be more this way. I'm going to be more that way. So some of you are finding that you're absolutely positively, you have no choice but to shut this person out. And I don't know if it was you guys that had this come up in a recent reading, or if it was a different sign. You guys will let me know in the comments. I don't know if it was Capricorn or Taurus. It may have been an earth sign. But I remember I was just kind of chuckling, because I was like, I feel like some of you are trying to like slip away, or like, kind of tiptoe away in the cover of darkness, like in the cover of the night, like you're slipping out, the back door when nobody's looking. And that might not be your style. That might not be how you deal with things. But I feel some of you are in a situation where you might even be feeling, gosh, I don't know, this person might be a little bit unstable. This person might be a little bit like, I don't know if they're going through something right now and they're just a little extra emotional. Some of you might be feeling that you have to full on completely and totally shut this person out, or leave a living situation or living arrangement without telling this person that you're leaving, because you might feel that it's the only way that you're going to be able to do this. Because as I said, I feel like this person just feels like you are not, they don't want to let you go. They just don't want to let you go. They're not taking no for an answer. And whereas maybe in the past that maybe would have really flattered you or made you feel more secure in the relationship, you're finding it to be extremely off-putting. It's not impressing you. It's having the opposite effect. And so some of you might be slipping out of a situation here under the cover of darkness, or shutting somebody out and just stop responding to them. Five of Pentacles can sometimes be making a career change or going into self-employment during kind of challenging or tricky times, emotionally. Financially, not anymore, but financially. And so maybe some of you are making some changes, or there's some big changes happening here in your work life or in your career life, and you're feeling a little bit sad, like you're feeling like it's setting you back in your love life, but it's actually the very thing that's putting you on the path of meeting the right person for you. It's like your path is shifting and adjusting to where you're going to find soul tribe. You're going to find like-minded people. And in that process, you're finding a significant soulmate for some of you. The next card that's coming up is the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is like you're done, you're over it, you want to get away from the drama. Okay, you want to get away from the drama. And that's exactly what you're doing when the Six of Swords comes up. You are getting away from drama. You're removing yourself from a chaotic or dramatic situation. So, some of you might be taking a trip, and on this trip you may be meeting a significant person. Some of you may be traveling home, especially this time of year. People might be taking trips, around the holidays or around the New Year. And so some of you might be taking a trip back home and reconnecting with somebody from back home, or someone you haven't seen in a while. And you might be very impressed with where they are in their life. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. And maybe for some of you, the role is reversed. I don't like using this phrase because I feel like it can be kind of judgmental, and I feel like it can be kind of mean, but I heard it said. And so maybe Spirit is giving me this particular phrase because it means something to some of you, or maybe it's flat out a term that you have used to describe a person, or it's flat out a term that somebody once said to you. But I'm hearing the phrase train wreck. I feel like there was a person that was being seen as a train wreck, and they've gotten their life together. And I feel like you're encountering this person and you're very impressed, right? Or as I said, maybe for some of you, the role is reversed. Maybe for some of you, people were looking at you like you're a train wreck, but you've gotten it together. And you're running into somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, and they're like, wow, Capricorn. Or you're looking at that person, you're like, wow, person, you've come a long way. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of you. You look so healthy. You look happy. You seem to have it together. And so I feel there could be a connecting with someone that you would never in a million years had considered. But this is someone who has done a lot of healing. This is someone who's done a lot of work on themselves. And I feel like you're so impressed and you're so inspired that I feel a romance is coming out of this for some of you. Now, you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign, if this is none of those. Some months, those might resonate for you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Also, my dears, the 2022 forecasts are linked in the description. Those of you who haven't had a chance to check those out, those are available to watch. And don't forget the weekly forecasts on this channel, where we talk about everything other than love. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Happy New Year, my dears. Take care.